But what it is something true, made up of these three words that I must say to you. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. No summertime, no warm July, no harvest moon to light one tender August night, no autumn breeze, no falling see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do. They're really saying I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They learn much more than I ever knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Only you can make this world seem right. Only you can make the darkness bright. Only you and you alone.
This isn't happening. It's great. Let's look at the cameras. Everybody here needs us, so it's fine.
Hey guys, everybody, circle it up, turn around this way. You already did it? You already did it? Can we take some breaths? One breath.
You are my destiny. When you hold my hand, I understand the magic that you do. You're my dream come true. and all your
All right.
charms. Wherever I want you, all I have to do is dream. Dream, dream, dream when I feel blue in the night and I need you to hold me tight whenever I want you.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Why did I do this to myself? Nervous. Literally, why did I do this to myself? I don't know why I did this to myself either.
I can make you mine. Taste your lips of
Is
wine
there something wrong with that?
anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I
So it's
love
looking like we're starting a little later than we thought.
and that is why
Whenever the lights dim, but I think it's because people are still eating. So just sit.
is dreaming.
Don't make eye contact with anyone.
I already made a couple of mistakes.
They get aggressive when that happens. They can. Yes. And pee. Don't pee.
I'm done, bro. I'm done, bro.
You're
I can't
done.
pee.
No
I already
peeing,
peed
bro.
first. I put my pants over. I put my pants over. I put it twice.
I don't know if we're gonna make any money tonight, y'all. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna think we're doing a good job.
I need you so
Listen.
that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. Dream, 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 dream. Dream, dream, dream. Wow. Each time we have a quarrel, it almost breaks my heart, 'cause I'm so afraid that we will have to part. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? One day I feel so happy, the next day I feel so sad. I guess I'll learn to take the good with the bad, 'cause each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? I cried a tear for nobody but you. I'll be a lonely one if you should say we're through. Well, if you want to make me cry, that won't be so hard to do. If you should say goodbye, I'll still go on loving you. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? I cried a tear for nobody but you. I'll be a lonely one if you should say we're through. Well, if you want to make me cry, that won't be so hard to do. And if you should say goodbye, I'll still go on loving you. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? 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 My tears are falling, 'cause you've taken her away. And though it really hurts me so, there's something that I've gotta say. Take good care of my baby. Please
don't ever make her blue. Just tell her that you love her. Make sure you're thinking of her in everything you say and do. Ah, take good care of my baby. Now don't you ever make her cry. Just let your love surround her. Ain't a rainbow all around her. Don't let her see a cloudy sky. Once upon a time, that little girl was mine. If I'd been true, I know she'd never be with you. So take good care of my baby. Be just as kind as you can be. And if you should discover that you don't really love her, just send my baby back home to me. Well, take good care of my baby. Be just as kind as you can be.
Better because of the belief, the trust, being given a seat at the table.
Better because of the opportunity, the chance, being empowered to do amazing things.
Better because of the strength, the grit, being pushed beyond the limit.
Better because of the kindness, the action, being the good the world needs right now.
Better because of the relationships, the connection, being a part of a community that cares.
Better because of the skills, the confidence, being equipped to thrive today and tomorrow.
Better because of the mission, making students better leaders in the world a better place.
Better because of our sponsors, the belief in the power of students. We are humbled by your continued support and want to share our gratitude. Please join us in thanking those who make us better.
Thank you to our capstone sponsor, the Poppin family.
And our keystone sponsors, the Cooper family and Winekeeper.
As well as our milestone sponsors, Idaho Central Credit Union and Idaho Trust Bank.
Big thanks to our cornerstone sponsors,
Finally, we want to thank all of our stepping stone sponsors and staff tables.
Now, imagine a better world, a better place. Better because young people like us will insist it is better. Our optimism, our leadership, our gratitude for those who came before us.
In 2008, students from across the Treasure Valley established Project Good to do good, to see good, to embrace good, and to be the good. But what does that look like? It looks like being for the community, by the community. It looks like empowering young womanhood, flipping homes for the unhoused, reading partners for little kids, countless summer camps, boundless tinkering, and hours in the garden. Project Good looks like volunteering in senior homes, care farms, and harm reduction centers. Project Good looks like empowering STEM learning, design thinking, and exercise in elementary students. Project Good looks like forging an army of good for good. I am better because of Project Good.
This is the start of Two Birds, 4 students coming together to become better designers for good. In every Project Good, Kobe, Aiden, Brian, and Nate were inherent forces of creativity. From videography to design, they forged a path to support their community through their passions. The legacy they started carries on now in the hundreds of students who have engaged with their community through design, through video, through Two Birds. My name is Kaylee Montgomery, and I'm a better designer and more confident leader because of Two Birds.
In 2015, before Lab 51 was born, the team of students who dreamt of One Stone having a high school designed it to have a maker's space. Today, we call it the Foundry. Woody Sobey was our Foundry coach. He ordered the initial batch of equipment, which included the 3D printer, laser engraver, and traditional woodworking tools. But it was 15-year-old Ethan Ellis and a group of students who were the first Foundry leaders. They assembled the equipment and wrote the student-friendly user manuals. They advocated for the CNC router, the welding equipment, and a bunch of great woodworking tools. The Foundry lives here at One Stone, but our work is all over the community. Signage, awards, centerpieces, produce stands, a hand pie booth, a coffee bike trailer, a human-powered submarine, a solar go-kart, robots, handmade knives, the chicken nugget launcher, the tree fort slug, the STEM trailer, and the ceramic studio. Because of Woody Sobey, Ethan Ellis, and the Foundry, I'm a better maker, builder, and engineer.
Back in 2016, Jared Perkins and Bennett Hewen had a vision of turning what coaches had thought of as a quiet mindfulness space into One Stone's loudest space. Jared and Bennett did all the budgeting and fought to create Ripple, a recording studio for students to perform, record, and gain audio engineering skills. My first experience in Ripple was as a junior high school student, learning about audio production as a school project. Today in Ripple, I am able to find purpose in what I create. I've started a concept album, written and recorded several songs, and gained a passion for mixing and production. We're all better creators and leaders because of Ripple.
In 2015, 150 students came together and in just 24 hours changed the lives of thousands of future students forever. They sought to answer the question, how might we reinvent learning to be 21st century relevant for Idaho students? They identified that school should be relevant to the real world, that students should have voice and choice in their education, that kids should be passionate about what they're learning, and that in order to do so, they need the time and space to fully engage, to get messy, to think past the 51st idea, and to bring their authentic selves into school every single day. It was these ideas that fueled the creation of Lab 51, a group of One Stone students envisioning a school that bridged the gap between education and passion. Today, that vision is a reality. In 2016, Lab 51 opened its doors to students from across the Treasure Valley, not just as an after-school program, but as an innovative high school with the mission of making students better leaders and the world a better place.
No text is worth a death.
Don't tempt fate, that text can wait.
Arrive alive, don't text and drive.
We've heard similar fear-inducing slogans before, and while they make us feel awful, they don't actually stop us from driving distracted.
What made us stop driving distracted was the desire to see a positive change on our roads. We replaced the fear tactics that targeted us with something better, and tonight, we hope to do the same for you.
I'm Sam Walker.
And my name is Ella Cornett. For some of you, our story may sound familiar, but for anyone who doesn't know Sam and me, we're here to share how a year-long design experience impacted us for the better.
At One Stone, we participate in a program called Design Lab, during which students design solutions alongside community partners in order to solve real-world problems and create positive change. Our expectation was that we would learn and grow through Design Lab. However, Ella and I never imagined how far we would take our project.
We worked with Tabitha Smith, a grants and contracting officer at the Idaho Transportation Department, who challenged us to minimize distracted driving within the Treasure Valley with the added caveat of not incorporating fear tactics into our final solution.
In our empathy research and interviews, we found that parents and children are not often the target audience of a road safety product, and that children as young as 2 start learning driving habits from the example their parents set. This led us to our problem statement, which ignited our passions and fueled our imaginations as we continued to work with the Idaho Transportation Department. How might we drive parents to make informed decisions to set a positive example while behind the wheel?
We spent hours ideating, prototyping, finalizing, and emailing Tabitha in order to create the perfect end product that would appropriately serve our audience. We fabricated 3 different prototypes and dove into the creation process of our top choice after receiving feedback from community members and peers.
Our idea was to have children hold their parents accountable. That's how the solution to our problem, the Backseat Driver's Manual, was born.
The Backseat Driver's Manual is a booklet developed for children filled with car-themed games for families to play while on the roads. This teaches kids about traffic safety while also holds parents accountable by encouraging them to set a positive example while behind the wheel.
Some of these one-of-a-kind activities are bingo with positive and negative driving habits to look out for and cross off in each square, road mazes with real obstacles on our roads, and sign hunts to familiarize kids with the symbols they'll be seeing.
Parents, how would you feel if your child recognized driving done right and pointed out the times when distraction was taking the wheel? We want you to feel empowered driving in front of your children, knowing that you are inspiring a future safe driver.
Ella and I designed every single page in the manual with intention, with the help from our wonderful graphic designer, Jared Tuttle, at the Idaho Transportation Department. We created a final end product that we're extremely proud of. And the best part is, we're not the only ones enamored by the manual. Parents told us they love how the manual got their kids involved in the act of driving and made them more aware of what was going on around the car while reminding the driver to exhibit safe habits.
The Backseat Driver's Manual is now being printed and distributed into DMVs across Idaho. Receiving this news was a really big deal. We've accomplished something incredible and completely unlike anything ever done before. We are ecstatic, seeing our vision gain traction and come to fruition.
The purpose of the manual was to create good in the world by minimizing distracted driving in the Treasure Valley. Ella and I accomplished that goal. We dream of a nation with no distracted drivers, and we hope to see the manual in every backseat driver's hand. We're teenagers, but we aren't just teenagers. We watch minds practically explode while presenting to BSU MBA students and to several groups of the Idaho Transportation Department. People were shocked to see students, let alone teenage students, create change in the state of Idaho. Seeing our passion fortified their belief in the power of students.
We could not have done this without Tabitha Smith, who trusted in us. Tabitha was a phenomenal mentor throughout the entire design process and made it a point to always be there for us. Whether that was by ensuring that we didn't end up lost in the maze-like Idaho Transportation Department headquarters, or by giving us tips on how to provide a compelling presentation to their board of directors. Tabitha empowered us to step outside of our comfort zones. Her steadfast support and positive energy gave us the confidence we needed to positively impact our state and be the change we want to see on the roads.
Tabitha's support drove me and inspired me to continue to create, design, innovate, and build with intention. Her excitement was contagious. Her passion lit a fire that enabled us to persevere, practice grit, and accomplish the challenging goal of seeing this project through. Because I'm in the real world, I'm empowered to share my thoughts and ideas, and I can comfortably collaborate with adults. Because of her, I'm a better public speaker, one who actively seeks out professional opportunities and has a passion for speaking on what I believe is right and what I feel needs to be heard with pride, drive, and confidence.
Before this project, One Stone's real-world learning experiences still always felt slightly hypothetical to me. However, watching others forge close relationships within our community inspired me to do the same, and seeing the manual come to life as a result of Sam and my efforts was mind-blowing. I proved to myself that no matter how hugely complex a problem is, when approached with the right mentality, anything is solvable. Tackling Tabitha's challenge allowed me to find comfort in the ambiguity that comes with public speaking and widen my scope of knowledge. I now know what it's like to have an idea and run with it.
This challenging project reignited my passion for learning and education. I struggled to maintain my motivation for months with the same ambition, but with Ella by my side, I never gave up. I have so much gratitude and appreciation for every aspect of this project.
The backseat driver's manual has always been Sam's baby. Sam is my partner in crime and is the best design lab teammate I've ever had. She is the one who continuously inspired me. Sam would quite literally work herself to sleep, staying up into the early morning hours, drafting new editions of the manual, organizing pages into binders, and sending endless emails to Tabitha. Working with someone as motivated as Sam opened my mind to becoming better at everything.
Ella is an inspiration to me. I couldn't dream of a better business partner and collaborator. She's incredibly talented, passionate, and driven, and because of her, I am more motivated about my passions. I'm a better problem solver, a better teammate, and a better designer.
We are so incredibly grateful for the experience that we've had and for all of the memories that we've made. Working on this project together has truly allowed us to make the world a better place.
Having an incredible community partner in developing the Backseat Driver's Manual has changed our lives.
We'll see you and your families,
but not your phones,
on the roads.
People always say that in education, you get out what you put in. Schools can't force you to learn, but what they can do is give you the tools and opportunities to take initiative in your own learning. Because of my experience at One Stone, I care deeply about my education and my future. All students here have a mentor, an adult we work closely with to help us through our journey and to be there for us along the way. Mentors help us with any problems or challenges we face and are always there as someone to lean on. My first mentor, Will Pygott, helped me develop my love and passion for electronics and cybersecurity. During our one-on-one meetings, we always discussed technology and our current projects. And he hosted experiences where we were able to program and build electronics. We were also able to bond over cybersecurity. Will introduced me to Cyber Patriots, a cybersecurity competition sponsored by the U.S. Air Force and Homeland Security. This competition consisted of an organized team working to secure computers to protect them from intruders by managing firewalls, administrative access, and configuring software. Cyber Patriots is what sparked my passion for cybersecurity. Will Pygott also recommended me for an internship at Lake Street Software, a small startup tech company that is providing organizations with devices to make their lives easier. At Lake Street Software, I was able to build electronic monitors, and this is where I learned how to solder together electronics and to effectively troubleshoot. My mentor did have to move on, but I still maintain a close relationship with him, and we still keep in touch. My relationship with Will taught me how to effectively solve problems and to always approach from creative angles when I'm faced challenges. I now have a new mentor, Josie, Lab 51's lead math innovator. It was a great match because of our mutual interest in programming and mathematics and our similar problem-solving mindset. Because of my knowledge and technical skills with hardware and coding, Josie asked me to co-coach an experience with her. I, of course, said yes. Teaching other students how to program electronics was an excellent opportunity for me to grow as a leader. All of these mentor relationships have been incredibly precious to me as I navigate through my learning. In the future, I want to work in computer science, and at OneStone, I have been given the chance to work toward that passion. I love working with cybersecurity and hardware, and I believe technology is fundamentally changing our world, and I want to help people and organizations adapt to these changes. This year, we developed our personal why statements. Why statements are our purpose, our core belief, our North Star. It is what inspires us to take action to fix the things that break our hearts. My why statement is revolutionizing the accessibility of technology so that people can live better lives. It is my hope in the future I can develop solutions to allow people to be more comfortable with and freely use technology to improve their quality of life. This is my final year at OneStone, and so I've been engaging in my own personal design lab, also known as Y-Lab. Y-Lab is where we independently design solutions to fix real-world problems with the help of a community partner. For my Y-Lab topic, I chose cybersecurity and nonprofit organizations. In my research, many of these organizations struggle with online security, and I want to use my skills to help them better understand and mitigate digital threats. Because of this project, I've been able to make good connections with organizations in the field, become more comfortable and familiar with the professional workspace, and prepare for my future. Next year, I'll be going on to college. I'll be majoring in computer science. I am forever grateful for all my mentors and their constant support, guidance, and insight. It truly has been priceless. I am thankful for all the opportunities they've opened up for my personal growth and all the continuous challenges that have shaped me as both a leader and as an individual.
I was 9 years old when I joined OneStone's Army of Good. Ever since my dad started working there in 2016, I've been surrounded by all things OneStone. I've spent countless hours at 1151 West Miller Street working on school projects, designing cool things in the foundry, stealing fruit snacks from the pantry, and printing giant pictures of William Taft's head for some reason. This place was my creative playground. Observing these high school students designing go-karts, building planetariums, and diving into neuroscience was eye-opening. As an elementary school student who'd only seen learning in the classroom, seeing these kids break through the status quo and truly enjoy their learning was incredibly inspiring. I could stand here all night long and list all of the people, experiences, and opportunities that have changed my life throughout my time here. As much as I wish I could talk about a single moment, that has not been my journey. I am a better leader today because of thousands of moments that have all added up and transformed me into a leader capable of using my voice for change. In fourth grade, a group of OneStone students came into my classroom to help us in designing an activity booklet for the Peregrine Fund. I still remember the moment that One Stone alumni, Bennett Cooper, said to the class, "At One Stone, we don't raise hands." You would expect utter chaos to break out, but what unfolded was dozens of fourth grade students respecting each other's voices and sharing out their ideas. In this moment, my voice felt truly empowered for the first time. When I was 12, I participated in Project Good's entrepreneurship camp, Venture, during which I had another opportunity to immerse myself in the One Stone community. I collaborated with Mackenzie Link, Lab 51 alumni and former One Stone board chair. It was incredible to witness Mackenzie's leadership firsthand, and I was truly inspired by the way that she used her passion and her voice as a way to advocate for herself and her peers. I made it my goal to find my voice just as Mackenzie had. And then the next fall, I was accepted into Lab 51. I couldn't believe that I'd be stepping into the shoes of the high schoolers like Mackenzie that had inspired me, and would become even more immersed into this community that had fueled my creative spirit, been my home, and inspired wonder in me for years. After nearly 4 years here, I can confidently say that the moments I've experienced have changed my life. Serving on the board of directors, writing and directing commercials for Albertsons, exploring applied math while working on stop-motion animations, spending hundreds of hours doing experiential community service, fabricating installation art for Tree Fort, and getting Wilderness First Aid certified. All of these moments, and so many more, have been critical milestones on my journey. Last summer, I returned to Venture Camp as a leader, and I couldn't help but see my younger self in the campers, eager to design, play, create, and learn. But what surprised me was that as I watched Shark Tank and designed lemonade stands alongside these kids, I saw my mentor from my venture experience, Mackenzie Link, in myself. It was incredible. Because of One Stone, I have realized that I have a role in furthering a purpose greater than myself. I am better because of every person in One Stone's army of good who have built the One Stone legacy. And now, I'm here to pay it forward, to challenge others to continue that legacy and to continue to make a lasting impact on the next generation of trailblazers. I was proud during Venture Camp to watch my younger sister Ella, who is here tonight, thrive. It was incredible to watch her grow, begin to lead, and take on new challenges, and I truly loved the experience. Ella, I am so proud to call you my sister. You are authentic and kind, you are strong and fiercely independent, and you have an optimism and an authenticity that inspires those around you to take change. So, I pass the torch forward to you, Ella, and all other future trailblazers, some of whom are here tonight. Allison Chen, Evie Gunn, Malin Rummel, Wyatt Greenwood, Leo Smart, Everett Campion, and so many more. No matter what your One Stone journey looks like, I hope you find your voice, experience transformational moments, and make the world a better place.
I've always been motivated by the idea that I needed to prove myself, and it's been hard to ever feel like I am enough. That doubt has felt like my driving force for most of my life, and it wasn't until this past year that I've gained the confidence to say that my driving force tells me I excel as a learner, discoverer, and problem solver. I know now that I can follow my drive anywhere and I will find success. I've liked math for as long as I can remember. I enjoyed the consistent answers and the challenge of recognizing patterns, and I was good at it. I was able to understand concepts quickly and was ahead of my classmates. In the 3rd grade, I was invited to test for my school's gifted and talented program, but I didn't score high enough. Since I still had a knack for math and exhibited agency and drive, my 3rd grade teacher introduced me to self-study, aka sit alone in the hall with an accelerated math book. Nevertheless, I continued to learn and actively seek out opportunities to do more math. In 5th grade, I went to school early on Tuesday mornings to be a math tutor for my classmates. I was recognized for ISAT excellence in 6th grade when I achieved the top math score. In 7th grade, I was lucky enough to take part in a tech class, where I was exposed to elements of engineering, woodworking, and a variety of technical skills. In this class, I was surrounded by boys who were older, louder, and more outgoing. They knew that they were good at math and loved talking about it. This left me feeling frustrated as I was talked over, forgotten, and overlooked. In spite of these hurdles, I learned fast and made time to pursue my own projects and explore the field of engineering. That same year, I took part in the Girls Going Tech program Micron had implemented at my school, where I truly started thinking and learning about engineering as a career from women who had pursued it themselves. During COVID, I went fully online for my 8th grade year and was able to quickly finish my online classes. My family and I knew then that we were ready for something different. Coming into Onestone, I was surrounded by people who had creative outlets I had never felt connected to, and I felt so scared. What about math? What about engineering? I've realized Lab 51 does not demand the standardization of math and drill it into students because that way of learning makes it hard to connect with the subject or find value and meaning. Instead, Lab 51 provides students with opportunities to engage with math concepts, from ratios and number sense to calculus and beyond, in a way that aligns with their passions and goals. Onestone challenges me to engage in my learning in a way that makes sense for me. Being a woman in STEM has been difficult. It's been a struggle to fully get behind my passion for STEM and truly take ownership over how far I've come, what I've learned, and how much I've fought for it. For most of my life, I've been surrounded by boys, classmates, and teachers who question my passion and were constantly asking, "Why are you here?" Yet again, making me feel like I needed to prove myself. And so this idea that now I was taking the reins of my own learning at Onestone was incredibly daunting. I had so many doubts about whether or not I was gifted and talented enough, and whether or not I checked the box of a STEM person. I wanted a teacher, or someone to tell me to do it, to pursue STEM because they could see my potential, but really I needed to see my potential. I was terrified, but like anything else I've ever done, I tried my best to engage fully and wholeheartedly. My first term, I took part in an experience called Storytelling Through Gaming, where I learned how to use the programming software Python to create a text-based game with a partner. In this experience, I collaborated with Alex Klein. Alex was in her last year of high school, and as we worked together, I learned about how she'd explored her love for STEM at Lab 51. Coming into Onestone, I knew that I never wanted to let STEM go. I wanted a rigorous education, I wanted to attend an impressive university and pursue engineering, and Alex was doing it. She had developed the idea for the very experience we were taking part in, used statistical analysis to explore the genetic traits of fruit flies, worked with a postdoctoral fellow at Boise State to research metastatic breast cancer, and so much more. Alex graduated with the class of 2022 and is currently pursuing a major in computational biology at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in Troy, New York. Seeing her proudly take up space as she advocated for what she needed and stood confidently behind her passion for STEM impacted me deeply. We need more empowered women in STEM spaces that don't feel like they need to prove themselves over and over again. And because of Alex, I am well on my way. I've explored physics, jumped into our foundry, obtained my Wilderness First Aid certification, and am engaging in calculus in a college credit course in pre-engineering. And I'm confident that I belong in STEM. Alex is one of my biggest role models and loudest cheerleaders, and I'm forever better because of her.
song to express our gratitude for our community and for all of OneStone's supporters and partners who believe in us and empower our voices.
Last May, I climbed Mount Rainier. This has been a goal of mine since I was a little girl. My middle name is Rainier, so it felt like my destiny, something I always strive for and dream for. I waited patiently for 16 years until it was time, and then I trained harder than I ever had before. I was scared to death, scared I wasn't going to be able to summit, scared because I hate heights, and scared because this was the one goal in life I always had and held on to. What if I couldn't do it? Preparing for the trip that was going to change my life was daunting. I had to dig deep and find more grit than I even knew I had. I had to be vulnerable, I had to ask for help, and express my fears about the climb and the chance that I may not make it. Rainier has a 50% summit success rate, and I was a 16-year-old novice mountaineer attempting to climb a 14,411-foot peak. But because of the experiences I have had at OneStone, I have constantly been in situations that make my legs shake and my voice quiver. OneStone has helped me become the type of person who takes risks and who digs in with grit, vulnerability, mindfulness, passion, and drive. And that's what I needed for the climb. The trip came and it was the hardest thing I've ever done. When we arrived at the bottom of the mountain, we were completely surrounded by fog. I couldn't see more than 10 feet in front of me. After a few hours of hiking and already feeling worn out, I emerged from the clouds and I saw Rainier closer than I ever had before. My stomach dropped and my breath was taken away from me. During the 2-day climb, my body told me to stop. It was ready to give up. And my mind told me to stop, but I kept pushing forward. I did what my mind told me I couldn't do, and when I reached the summit, I felt invincible, like I really could do anything I put my mind to. This experience fundamentally changed me. Hard things simply don't seem so hard anymore. Before my family found OneStone, it had been shaped by 9 years of unwavering hard work and support from those who came before me. Those 9 years were fueled by the belief in the power of students. The contributions of the trailblazers before us have been invaluable, and I am profoundly grateful for the opportunity to learn and grow within this space, a place that genuinely transformed my life. When people around me are constantly inspiring me, I want to continue to be better and to strive for any and conquer any summits in my life. Thank you.
Nice job, Lucy. Tonight, we're here to honor one of those people, someone who has never wavered in their pursuit of something better. In the history of OneStone, there is one rock-solid figure who embodies the bold, exponential good that we all aspire to create.
This evening, Michael and I have the privilege of introducing a new tradition. The Boulder Award is given to an ultimate difference maker, a disruptor, a trailblazer, who defies convention, moving mountains to create opportunities for OneStone. So without further ado, congratulations, Charlotte Cooper. You are the recipient of OneStone's first ever Boulder Award.
Charla, I have seen you push a boulder up the steepest, most impossible mountains. And it started when you listened to students. And then you went and told Teresa Poppin that we should start a high school. You said yes. You said yes to OneStone. You said yes to our mission. And then you did the hard work, researching and designing what would later become one of the most innovative high schools in the world. Yeah, let's give it up. As our curator of change, our first counselor, as a parent to 3 incredible human beings, Charla has put her blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of tears, into what we now call Lab 51, but always with a smile. Charla helped me and our team through some incredibly challenging times with her kindness and with her vision, and we're so grateful. There's no one who speaks with more clarity and conviction and purpose about One Stone than Charla. In fact, she was almost single-handedly, responsible for recruiting our first class of 32 trailblazers to embark on an unknown journey, daring to do something unlike anything in the world, putting students in the driver's seat of their own learning. Charla, you've had a huge impact on us all in the name of student voice, and we are so proud to give you the 2024 Boulder Award. Would you please come forward and accept this?
Andy Link is a force. I went into One Stone looking for inspiration anywhere I could find it. I watched every presentation I could, joined in on extra activities, and searched for guided people to share their wisdom with me. I hit the jackpot when I met Andy. Together, we participated in a writing workshop over the summer that came and went faster than either of us expected. In order to complete the workshop, Andy asked if we could integrate it into part of our One Stone schedule. Before I knew it, she'd motivated a whole group of students to continue the workshop. She authentically shared her thoughts and opinions while truly connecting with others and inspiring them to follow her example. At school, I always thought of myself as an individual participating in a structure that I wasn't able to change. Because of Andy, I was found applying myself to my environment instead of simply witnessing it. In this instance, along with many others, I was reminded of my ability to turn any opportunity into something of my own. Aside from leadership, Andy's also changed the way I live my life. She helps me see things differently. A couple months ago, Andy and I were in a group that was reading Desert Solitaire, a book about Edward Abbey's time spent working in a national park away from typical Western society. The group got into discussion about the importance of silence and spending time away from constant stimulation. Andy shared about the times when she was alone as a kid, and that those times are some of her best memories because they allowed her imagination to be free. Even now, she tries to set aside time to be alone in that silence, and that those are the times she has the deepest thoughts. At that moment, I had a realization. I couldn't remember the last time I had a thought deeper than simply what's going on in my life. The idea that I could potentially spend the rest of my life without ever setting aside time for my brain to rest and catch up with itself was terrifying. That same day, I went outside for a couple hours and sat on the ground in absolute silence. This gave me the chance to really let my brain rest and catch up with itself, and gave me the chance to process the world and my experiences in a form of meditation that I forgot I needed. Because of Andy, I gained the self-awareness to understand how I feel in a given moment, which I hope will allow me to be a grounded, well-rounded person, just like Andy. Cold plunges in Quinn's Pond, drum lessons, Thanksgiving dinner with her family, sister game nights, coding projects. Time and time again, Andy has simultaneously challenged me and made me feel seen and accepted. Going through One Stone with Andy has opened up so many doors. She's inspired me to drive my own experiences while providing me with tools to be in touch with myself. Because of Andy, I have the confidence to be fully authentic in who I am.
One Stone was my fresh start, my chance to learn new skills and reignite my passion for learning. Unfortunately, due to COVID, I wasn't able to be in the building for the majority of my first year. This led to me feeling like I didn't belong with my peers. I had no direction, and I didn't feel like I got the guidance that I needed in those moments. The most apparent place this showed up was in Design Lab. It seemed that every time I met with my team, I was 3 steps behind, and everything was moving too quickly for me to catch up. I stopped caring about the work that I was doing. I lost any passion that I had for creative problem solving, and it showed in my teams, my projects, and myself. After failing to complete my second design lab challenge that year, and then spending the entire summer worrying about it, walking back into One Stone in the fall was like walking a plank to my impending doom. I was given 2 options: stay at the basic level of design thinking, or, despite feeling unprepared, advance with the rest of my peers. I was tempted to hold myself back, but something inside of me was pushing me to move forward. Amidst all of my internal fears of not being good enough, being a hindrance to my team, failing more projects, and so many more, a tiny voice was telling me that it would be okay. I decided to listen to that voice, to push past my fear and do what One Stone encourages students to do: take risks. In that moment, I made a commitment to myself that even if I lost all face with the coaches, failed another project miserably, or made a total fool out of myself, I would do it with effort every step of the way. I wouldn't let myself slack off again or shut down. I was going to be at the forefront of everything my team did, even when I didn't know how to do it. Although then, I had made that commitment with gusto and determination, walking into the first real session of Design Lab was again like walking a plank. Only this time there were sharks and crocodiles waiting for me below. All of my fears came back with a fury, and it wasn't until I sat down with my new team, took a deep breath, and reminded myself of my commitment that those fears started to ease. On my team, there was one person that stood out to me, Lila Cooper. At the time, I just thought she was pretty cool. I had no idea that she'd become the catalyst for my biggest personal growth at One Stone, my close mentor, and someone that I now get to call friend. Throughout that whole project, Lila believed in me through and through. She took me under her wing. She taught me how to write emails, conduct empathy interviews, take notes, organize a drive, write budgets, speak in front of crowds, make presentations, use a semicolon, do research, cite sources, and the list goes on and on. But more than any of those tangible skills, I learned what great leadership looks like. Through watching Lila work with our team and experiencing her mastery firsthand, it was easy to tell that she had a gift. Her skill for bringing people together and lifting them up is why we formed such a strong team. And it was that strong team that gave me direction again. Lila's mentoring and companionship made a powerful impression on me, one that I will carry forward into the rest of my life. I knew from then on that I wanted to have that kind of impact on those around me, to find and nurture people's skills, to be someone others feel they can always go to for motivation and encouragement, to be someone that inspires growth. It is with all of this in mind that I try to lead with in every aspect of my life, from setting a positive example at work, to bring hype energy to the One Event Band, to encouraging the potential in my teammates to flourish. So thank you, Lila, my inspiration, my mentor, and my friend. It is because of you that I found the confidence to face failure, and it is because of you that I am a better leader.
There is one person in this audience tonight that is my inspiration, my mentor, my role model, and my friend. There is one person in this audience that has helped me dream of a more ambitious future and has helped me pursue my goals with confidence and with vision. There is one person in this audience that has impacted countless lives in this community and around the world. There is one person in this audience that is the reason that we're all here together. In 2008, Teresa Poppin founded One Stone and tipped the first domino that started a chain reaction of good for good. At the end of 2023, Teresa retired from her role as executive director. However, her legacy as co-founder will never stop impacting this organization and the community tied to it. Her leadership has transformed lives, sparked purpose, forged innovation, and bucked the status quo. Teresa has created a space where students grow as leaders and the world opens to the belief and the power of student voice. There is no place that does this like One Stone. What this organization stands for and what Teresa stands for is truly transforming the learner experience. Teresa and the environment that she has created at One Stone has changed my outlook on learning by allowing me to change as a person. When I wanted to be more of a leader, Teresa showed me how. When I wanted to be more ambitious, Teresa showed me how. And by having someone I respected believe so wholeheartedly in me, I was empowered to believe in myself too. She taught me to take purpose-driven risks that prompted me to explore who I am and who I want to be. One of these risks was applying early decision to Wellesley College. With Teresa's support and this newfound confidence in myself, I went for my long shot dream school. And because of Teresa and her belief in my voice, I am now excited and humbled to be a part of the Wellesley class of 2028. I wouldn't be who I am today without Teresa. The way that she leads, the way that she empowers others, and the way that she takes action inspires me every day. From my experience being mentored by Teresa on the board of directors, I have learned more about my purpose for serving others and for cultivating community. From my experience working with Teresa on my college essay, I've learned not to assume what my limits are until I've tested them. And from my experience getting to know Teresa as a person, I've learned that I love and trust her completely. Teresa is my confidant, my mentor, and my friend, but she is also those things to so many people. She has inspired a generation of doers, thinkers, and creatives to be better. The alumni here tonight are a testament to her lasting impact and her fierce belief in the power of students. But regardless of your reason for being here tonight, our common thread is Teresa's vision. She is the reason we're together right now. And as you all know, we're better together. Teresa, this song is for you.
"2008 is where the red thread starts, connecting all our hearts. You had to wait for the world to catch up. See, you and I aren't far apart. You had the vision and all the right wisdom to make an army of good for good. The skeptics are wrong. You made a place we can all belong. So we dedicate this song. Hey Teresa, nice to meet ya. I wish that you could stay. Hey Teresa, making students leaders and the world a better place. Hey Teresa, nice to meet ya. I wish that you could stay. Growing, no one can get in our way. Finally starting to see your vision, a future so bright and clear. The storm starts welling, you'll keep me company till I'm ready to face my fear. Now let go of your hand so I can stand and reach to the stratosphere. Time flies when I'm brave in blue skies with you. Hey Teresa, nice to meet ya. I wish that you could stay. Hey Teresa, making students leaders and the world a better place. Hey Teresa, nice to meet ya. I wish that you could stay. The stone is rolling and our passion's growing. No one can get in our way. Always remember to eat your fruits and veggies. The big old plate of project spaghetti. You may be a person experiencing age, but your legacy will never change. All right, everybody, sing along. Hey Teresa, nice to meet you. I wish that you could stay. Hey Teresa, make students leaders, the world a better place. Hey Teresa, nice to meet you. I wish that you could stay. The stone is rolling and our
Now please welcome One Stone's ultimate difference maker, Teresa Poppin.
It's kind of a funny story because we were doing a project at a senior center, and one of our staff said we're doing a project at the old person's house, and I had to correct him. So that's where that came from. First, Lila, thank you. The truth is, Lila, One Stone is better because of you, because of how we've grown together, and because of the way that you've encouraged all of us to do more and to be better. One Stone is better because of your passion, your thought-provoking questions, your conviction, and because of your commitment to making everything better every day. It was great when you were my boss. It's really difficult to stand here tonight and talk about how I'm better. Not because I can't provide a long list of the ways in which I have changed and grown as a result of One Stone, but rather because it's not about me. One Stone has never been about me. The essence of One Stone, is the impact and influence we all have on one another, driven by our desire to help each other grow. We all make each other better. And together we've created something pretty remarkable. One Stone started with a shared vision, a collective effort, and a deep commitment to making a difference. It was based on the idea that students could change the world if you believe in them, build their trust, empower them, and stand beside them to help them along the way. There are truly hundreds of ways that One Stone has made us all better. We're better because we embrace empathy, we expand and deepen our skills and our mindsets, we cultivate gratitude and kindness, we foster openness, we understand the value of vulnerability, and we recognize the significance of finding meaning in our lives. Tonight, I'd like to highlight 3 particular ways that One Stone makes us better. At One Stone, we're better because we listen. We're better because we grow big ideas, and because we have all of your support. First, at One Stone, we listen. We listen to each other, we listen to our students, we listen to parents, we listen to our community. It's a beautiful thing to listen because it's a transformative force that makes all of us better. Sometimes this listening is easy and sometimes it's really, really hard. Sometimes we cry and sometimes we roll on the ground in laughter. We hear stories about everything imaginable. We listen to stories of resilience and strength. We hear about students' stress at school and their stress at home. We hear about their mental health problems and issues and challenges. We listen to students facing the reality of going home without food, clothing, or a stable place to be. We listen when they say they have no hope and when they have the world at their fingertips. We hear students' hopes and dreams, their insights, and their passions. As we listen, we celebrate. We celebrate college acceptances, jobs, scholarships, weddings, babies, community partners, concerts, new shoes, and occasionally when USC beats Stanford at football. We've heard the heartbreaking stories of students grappling with the weight of a parent battling with cancer. The story of a mom mourning the tragic loss of her daughter, a One Stone alum, caused by a drunk driver. And another family grieving the sudden loss of a child, a One Stone student. We listen to parents who are celebrating because the first time ever, their kids want to get up and go to school. Some of our happiest moments are when we receive texts from our alums who need someone to simply listen to their challenges, to celebrate their victories, to help them with college homework, or just to hear about their day. Why is listening so important? It builds trust and confidence. Students feel heard. We learn from listening. It makes One Stone unique, special, and very different. Listening is the thread that weaves our One Stone community together. And it is through these stories of vulnerability that we build connections, grow, and become better. Second, One Stone grows big ideas. At One Stone, we step aside and let the students take the reins. That in itself is a very big idea. Students run the board of directors. They have the majority vote in everything that we do at One Stone. I had to sit last year with Mackenzie Link, who is in the room, and she did my performance review. She just graduated from high school last year. We help them, of course, but they're in the driver's seat. They drive their learning, they drive their passions, they drive their projects, they drive their ideas, they drive One Stone. It seems like an easy concept. How hard could it be? But in practice, it's really hard. Why? Because we as adults need to step aside and let students lead. Let them fail, let them grow, let them learn. I want to tell you a story about a student. We'll call him Peter. His story exemplifies the transformational impact of One Stone, but is also just incredibly inspiring. Peter was a high school junior who discovered One Stone while living alone in his apartment in Boise. You see, Peter's parents moved him to Boise from Asia because they believed that the U.S. had really great opportunities. As a result, unbeknownst to anyone, Peter was navigating life in Boise alone. When Peter found One Stone, he was instantly captivated. The more he engaged in One Stone, the deeper his contributions grew, and he was fueled by a growing desire to make a significant impact. When Peter came to the U.S., he spoke Mandarin and very little English. But that didn't deter Peter. He actively collaborated with those around him and quickly improved his language skills. The support that Peter received inspired him and to dream about paying it forward by launching a literacy project for young students struggling with reading and writing. Driven by empathy, Peter dove into research, planning, and organizing his One Stone project. In the fall of 2013, Peter launched Open Book Adventures, OBA, pairing elementary school students with One Stone high school guides one-on-one. OBA was a remarkable success, and Peter took a lot of pride in the program. So what did One Stone do for Peter? One Stone was more than a place. One Stone was his family, a source of food and shelter, and we provided him with a stylish wardrobe of One Stone t-shirts. Peter found a sense of belonging in a community that trusted him more than he has ever felt or experienced before. One Stone gave him a place to explore, fail, grow, learn. One Stone encouraged him to discover his purpose, find his why, and chase his dreams. More than anything, One Stone offered him the opportunity to pursue big ideas. We empowered him, opened doors, cleared obstacles out of his path, so that he can, in turn, turn his passions into reality. While we can't take credit for Peter's success, One Stone served as the catalyst for Peter to realize that he could think big and do better. Peter graduated and moved on to other big ideas. He applied to a bunch of top colleges, and he was accepted by every single college he applied to. He was elected student body president at Yale and graduated at the top of his class with a BA in math and economics. Today he is quickly rising through the ranks at a top private equity firm in New York. Peter's legacy lives on at One Stone. Since Peter's first Open Book Adventures project, One Stone students have organized and carried out OBA for 10 years. In 32 unique iterations, helping almost 2,000 Treasure Valley children with literacy through the guidance of 700 high school mentors. But Peter's not done. He has a lot of big ideas. I know in my heart that one day I will open the New York Times and I will read about Peter saving the planet, because that's who he is. Taking action, making a difference, changing the world when something truly breaks his heart. Peter is better because of One Stone, and One Stone is better because of Peter. Finally, One Stone's better because of you. One Stone is better because of every student, alum, parent, staff member, volunteer, friend, donor, Club 51 member, sponsor, community partner, and everyone else who has been involved and supported One Stone over the years. We are better because of our first group of students who started One Stone's Project Good because they believed that they could change the world. We have some of them here tonight. We're better because of our first class of 32 trailblazers in Lab 51 who jumped in because they hoped for something new and different in school. Some of them are here tonight as well. We are better because of our One Stone staff who believe deeply in the power of students. We're better because of our alums who are out in the world using their One Stone toolkits to create good and live with passion and purpose. We are exceptionally proud of our thousands of alums. They are college students, NFL film producers, software mechanical, data and industrial engineers, cyber threat analysts, editors, product designers, people managers, project managers, tax consultants, video editors, environmental economics researchers. They design circuits for submarines and naval vessels. They work at startups and they own startups. They work at nonprofits, they work in sustainable energy, and they're doing strategic planning for think tanks. They are UX designers, vet techs, pharmacy techs. They're CPAs, EMTs, CRNAs, RNs, MBAs, PhDs, MDs, and JDs. Collectively, they are One Stone's army of good for good. One Stone students and alums give me hope and optimism for the future. The world is in good hands. I am grateful for all of them and for all of you who exemplify our mission through your ideas, hearts, hands, voices, and how you change the world. One Stone has made me better, and I will forever be a part of One Stone's army of good for good. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to everyone in this room for your support. Your presence in my life has left an indelible mark, and because of you, I have changed for the better. Thank you.
Some people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you,
because I knew you,
I have been changed for good.
and just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for.
But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you,
because I knew you,
because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
Now, it's your turn to help make One Stone better. Tonight's fundraising goal is $245,000. We need to meet this goal in order to fulfill our mission of making students better leaders and the world a better place, today and into the future. We need to raise $245,000 to keep our doors open, keep our lights on, and to be able to continue providing transformational learning experiences to students across the Treasure Valley. To support One Stone, please take out your phone and open your camera. Hold the phone up to this QR code behind me, or access this link, givebutter.com/better. Again, that is givebutter, BUTTER.com/better, BETTER, to access our giving page. Answer the questions on the screen and enter your payment information. If you'd prefer to pay through your family charity, appreciated stock, or with a check or cash, please visit our checkout table in the back of the room.
$2,000 and $45,000 is our goal, but we hope to do better. Our better goal is $300,000. It's a much better number because this is a number that we need to raise for me to be able to sleep at night. Now that I'm retired as the executive director, I help One Stone with sustainability and hopefully for years to come. We know $300,000 is a stretch goal, but at One Stone we do hard things. Many of you came to here tonight with an idea of a number in mind of what you might want to give, but we're hoping maybe you can try a little better. Thank you so much for everything that you are giving and your support tonight.
Thank you for all of the donations that are coming in. So far, we have raised $11,950. If you haven't given yet, please do so now. If you've already given tonight, thank you so much. We need to keep the donations coming. So please, take a minute to reflect on the people in your life who have made you better. Now think of friends, relatives, coworkers, or bosses. Take some time to scroll through your contacts. Right now, you should all be receiving a text from One Stone. Please copy and paste or forward this message to your contacts and add a personal message of gratitude if you would like. While you continue to invite others to give, please welcome Tessa Simons and Chad Carlson to the stage.
I'm happy to be back at another One event, and it's especially great to see all of the alumni here tonight. As an alum and a member of One Stone's first graduating class of 2019, I have been the lucky beneficiary of One Stone's guidance and support, particularly that of Chad's, throughout the years. This system of support, alongside the money raised tonight, is vital for ensuring the continued success of One Stone. Reaching the goal of $300,000 tonight will directly help One Stone continue to provide future students with the opportunities to grow and develop their skill sets, or what we like to call it, their toolkits for life. These skills include mindfulness, critical thinking, leadership, curiosity, the list goes on. By being in a space where I was afforded the ability to make mistakes and fail forward, I was able to grow and develop these skills. This, in turn, gave me the confidence to be one of the youngest speakers at South by Southwest EDU, make lasting connections with members of the Boise community, graduate from college with a degree I'm proud of, and now I'm applying to law school where I plan to continue fighting for what I believe in. Donating to One Stone is a direct contribution to lives of young people, and I can't think of a better way to invest in your community. Because after 15 years of making students better leaders, and with alumni worldwide, your donations really are making the world a better place. Thank you.
Thank you, Tessa. It's awesome to see you up on the big stage at the One event. Again, your confidence and sense of purpose continues to impress. The thing that inspires me most about the One Stone experience is that it's not just about the cool projects and the cool opportunities that students have, which are phenomenal, but it's all about the personal growth that students have. At One Stone, students have the opportunity to develop their voice, to develop their sense of confidence, and to develop their sense of self. That's powerful. That's a powerful experience for these young learners. As you've heard again and again tonight, One Stone has a transformative effect on student lives. And you know what? The incredible stories of impact and transformation that we heard tonight aren't just happening here in Boise, but they're happening in several cities across the country. In cities such as Durham, North Carolina, Gainesville, Florida, Pullman, Washington, and San Diego, California, each of these cities have One Stone partner schools that are using our learning model developed here in Boise, Idaho. And we're just getting started. Next year, we have schools in DC, Nashville, Kelowna, British Columbia, that will be joining our small but quickly growing network of partner schools. To date, there are 6 schools, over 750 students that are using the blob and the growth transcript. Crazy. We have we have trained over 150 teachers and educators through our professional development programs in human-centered design and wayfinding so that they can bring those to their students, to their schools. What we have found is that what is happening here in Boise is so impactful and so compelling that school leaders are traveling across the country, and in fact, across the globe. We have a group coming from Czechoslovakia later this month to talk to us, to learn from us, and to partner with us. And tonight, you can help us continue this incredibly important work by giving. There is no donation too big or too small that you can give to One Stone that can help us keep our work going in research and design so that we can continue to innovate and share our learning with the rest of the world and help transform the lives of high school students here in Boise and throughout the world. I want to thank you all so much for your continued support and your belief in the power of students and for helping us continue to help students make the world a better place.
Here to talk about One Stone's impact locally, please welcome Aiden Cahill.
Good evening. My name is Aiden Cahill, and I have volunteered at Project Good for 4 years. Through leading student mentorship, participating in summer camps, and serving at the Idaho State Veterans Home, Project Good has helped me become more empathetic, outgoing, and connected to my community. Now, I ask you all to pass on the good. Please support One Stone's transformative, no-cost after-school programs, which help students like me become better leaders and make the world a better place. Because of the people in this room tonight, we have raised $63,605. Now, I'm excited to add to that number. Can we please add $93,440 towards tonight's goal? This includes all the money raised through sponsorships and table sales, staff contributions, online donations, and all the funds raised from the good, better, best items and experiences that were on sale in the lobby before the show. Wow. Thank you all so much for your generosity and support. Now, please welcome One Stone's new Executive Director, Celeste Boland, to the stage.
Hello. I'm trying to do quick math up here, so I'm going to do my intro and then talk about money. Thank you all so much for coming, for your support, your sponsorships, and your donations. And most of all, thank you for your belief in the power of students. Thank you to the students and staff who have helped make tonight happen. It's a big lift. This magic doesn't come without effort. We are truly all better together. Okay, so now math on the fly. What's our number right now? Somebody's got to give it to me. 192. Okay, here we go. $53,000. We are $53,000 from our $245,000 goal. Get out your phones. Send it to 10 more people. We are going to get to $245,000 because our better goal is $300,000 tonight. I want to see phones in hands. For the first time speaking, all I want to see is a room full of phones in hands. One Stone is committed to offering our opportunity to any student to join Lab 51. There they get to explore their passions, gain real-world skills, and build a toolkit for life regardless of their financial ability. We meet students and families where they are, and we have a range of students with financial security needs that range from housing to transportation, to hunger and nutrition, to social emotional wellness, to neurodiversity and learning differences. All of our students have skin in the game by their families paying whatever they can afford. And that leaves a significant gap. A gap between what it costs for One Stone to deliver a unique and transformational learning experience and what students are able to pay. It is very important to One Stone, to me, our mission and our values, that we are able to have any student, regardless of their financial ability, able to have this incredible experience. As a point of reference, right now, approximately 50% of the students that currently attend Lab 51 qualify for free and reduced lunch. We need and rely on the support from caring, generous donors like you to be able to cover the gap. Phones in your hands. At Lab 51, we look for future leaders that want to own their own journey and elevate humankind. One of those learners and leaders is class of 2025 Lab 51 student Grace Montgomery. Please welcome Grace Montgomery to the stage.
I'm at Lab 51 because I get to walk into the One Stone building every day knowing that I'm accepted and supported exactly as I am. I get to practice some of my favorite passions, such as creative writing, gardening, learning about other cultures, and event planning. Before attending Lab 51, I was homeschooled. My experience was shaky and left me falling behind. As I grew older, the holes in my education grew with me, and I began to fear I wouldn't graduate high school. But because of Lab 51, I'm now receiving the education I've always dreamed of. When applying, I wasn't asked for information about grades, and there was no set amount of money that dictated whether or not I'd be accepted. They only wanted to know who I was and what kind of student I wanted to be. Getting my acceptance letter was one of the best days of my life. When it was time to figure out tuition, One Stone worked with us to find an individualized tuition that was a fit for my family. So despite my past education and my financial situation, every day at Lab 51, I get to learn in a way that brings me joy and fits my unique needs as a student.
Thank you, Grace. Stay up here with me. Where are we at? Oh, we are so close. Okay, some more math. You're coming up? You're coming up to help me?
It's loading slowly. So
Oh.
be patient and try.
Okay. What do you want? Okay, it's loading slowly. I think that we're probably within $45,000 of our goal, it looks like. Please be patient. Please keep sending it out. Please keep putting your donations in. I know we're going to reach our goal tonight. I don't want to say the next line, and I don't have a lot just to fill the blank. We have to reach this goal tonight. We have to reach $245,000. If what these students have said hasn't compelled you, take a moment. Ripple Band's going to play here in a minute. Talk to them. Ask them how this has changed their life. And again, hear us when we say, anyone, any student is welcome to come and join Lab 51, regardless of their financial ability to pay. Oh, it's so slow. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to the Ripple Band. Hopefully in the next few minutes, I'll come back up here, and we're going to celebrate this $245,000 goal. Ripple Band, we're better together. Play some more for us.
There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I can sing, but I can try for your heart. And our dreams, they're made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs with sepia tone loving. Love is the answer, at least, for most of the questions in my heart. Like, why are we here and where do we go and how come it's so hard? It's not always easy and sometimes life can be deceiving. I'll tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at the stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
That they'll be gone when the morning light sings and brings new things. Tomorrow night you'll see that they'll be gone too. Too many things I have to do, but if all these dreams might find their way to my day-to-day scene, I'll be under the impression or somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you, and not so many things we got to do, or places we got to be. We'll sit beneath the mango tree now.
Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Somewhere in between together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. And I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep. And when I wake up, you look so pretty sleeping next to me. But there is not enough time, and there is no song I could sing. There is no combination of words I could say, but I will still tell you one thing: we're better together.
Reinforcements. Will somebody give me a mic? Somebody give me a live mic. Check, check, check. Down here. Their mics.
Okay, good work.
I had to find a live microphone. That one wasn't working for me. We are so close. We are now within, I just lost it, 35,000, less than 35,000 from our goal. I really want you to consider sending this to 10 more people before you leave tonight. We'd really like to hit our goal of $245,000.